Welcome to Education Monday. In this video, we are going to discuss Science subject SSLC Model Question Paper 1 from Karnataka School Examination and Assessment Board. Now let's go to part A, Physics. First main, choose the correct alternative and write the complete answers. Question number 1. The center of spherical mirror is option A, center of curvature, option B, pole, option C, radius of curvature, and option D, aperture. As you know, the correct answer is option B, pole. Next, question number 2. Ohm's law gives the relationship between option A, potential difference and electric charge, option B, potential difference and resistance, option C, electric current and potential difference, and option D, electric current and electric power. As you know, Ohm's law is nothing but V is equals to IR, and V is potential difference and I is electric current. So the correct answer will be option C, electric current and potential difference. Second main, answer the following questions. Question number 3. Draw the symbol diagram of rheostat or variable resistance used in an electric circuit. You can draw either of this diagram. Fourth question. Write any two properties of magnetic field lines. Answer. Field lines arise from north pole and end into the south pole of the magnet. Field lines are closed curves. Field lines are closer in stronger magnetic field. Field lines never intersect each other. These are the properties. Let's go to next main. Answer the following questions. Question number 5. What is long-sightedness? Hypermetropia. Mention the two causes for this defect. So hypermetropia means an eye defect in which a person can see distant objects clearly but cannot see nearby objects distinctly. And the causes are the focal length of an eye lens is too long or the eyeball has become too small. These two are the causes. Let's go to sixth question. Observe the circuit diagram given below. Answer the questions given. Mention the this is the circuit diagram. And question number 1. Mention the direction of magnetic field lines that forms around the points X and Y. So for first question, the answer is at point X. See, at this point and this point they are asking magnetic field lines. So the answer is at point X downwards are anti-clockwise and at point Y upwards are clockwise. The reason is given in next question. Next question, state the rule that helps to decide the direction of magnetic field. So the rule which helps is right hand thumb rule. Imagine you are holding, and here is the reason or explanation. Imagine you are holding a current carrying straight conductor in your right hand such that the thumb is pointing towards the direction of current. Then the fingers wrapped around the conductor gives the direction of magnetic field. Okay, let's go to 7th question. Connecting electrical appliances in parallel in domestic electric circuits is better. Give two reasons for this measure. Answer. The total resistance decreases. Current through the circuit increases. When one component fails in the circuit, other components are not affected. These are the reasons for this measure. Let's go to 4th main. Answer the following questions. Question number 8. Draw the ray diagram for image formation in convex lens when the object is placed at 2f1. Mention the position and nature of the image formed. F1 principal focus on the lens. This is the image and the position of the image is at 2f2 and the nature of the image is real and inverted and it is of same size. Next, question number 9. What is dispersion of light? Explain the formation of rainbow in nature. The splitting of light into its components colors is called dispersion. Rainbow is a natural spectrum appearing in the sky after a rain shower. It is caused by dispersion of sunlight by tiny water droplets present in the atmosphere. A rainbow is always formed in a direction of opposite to the sun. The water droplets acts like a small prism. They refract and disperse in this incident sunlight. They then reflect it internally and finally refract it again when it comes out of the raindrop. Due to the dispersion of light and internal reflection, different colors reach to the observer's eye. There is an optional question, means R. Question is, what is Tyndall effect? The color of the sky is blue. Why? Explain. Answer. The phenomena of scattering the light by the colloidal particles is known as Tyndall effect. When sunlight passes through the atmosphere during the day of clear sky, the fine particles in air scatters the blue color more strongly. The color of the scattered light depends on the sizes of scattering particles. Very fine particles scatter mainly blue light, while particles of larger size scatter light of longer wavelengths. 10th question. Explain an experiment to show that a current carrying conductor experiences a mechanical force when it is placed in a magnetic field. Take a small aluminum rod AB of about 5 cm. As shown in this figure, this is the rod A and B, and using two connecting wires, suspend it horizontally from a stand. See, these are the wires. Place a strong horseshoe magnet in such a way that the rod lies between the two poles with the magnetic field directed upwards. Pass current through the aluminum rod from one end to another, means from end A to end B. Pass the current. The rod is displaced towards the left. Reverse the direction of the current flow flowing through the rod and it is displaced to the right. This small experiment explains about how the current carrying conductor experiences a mechanical force when it is placed in a magnetic field. Now let's go to 5th main. Answer the following questions. Question number 11. A. State the laws of refraction of light. First law. The incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal to the interference of two transparent media at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Next, second law, Snell's law. For any two given pair of media, the ratio of the sine of the angle of incidence to the sine of the angle of refraction is constant. Or you can also write it as this is the formula: n1 sine theta 1 is equals to n2 sine theta 2. Here n1 is incident index and n2 is refracted index, and whereas theta 1 is incident angle and theta 2 is refracted angle. Now let's go to next question. Here B. A ray of light traveling in kerosene enters obliquely into water. Does that light ray bend towards the normal ray or away from the normal? Why? Refractive indices. So here is given that refractive indices of kerosene and water are 1.33 and 1.44 respectively. Answer is light ray bends away from the normal, and the reason is optical density of kerosene is more than water as given above. When the light ray travels from denser to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal, means velocity of the light increases. Or state the laws of the reflection of light. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. The incident ray, the normal to the mirror at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. B. Magnification of a mirror is +1. What does it mean? Mention the type of this mirror. So here plus means virtual and erect image. 1 means same size. Type of the mirror is plane mirror. Next, 12th question. An electric heater connected to a 220 volt generator draws a current of 10 ampere. What is the power of an electric heater if it is used for 8 hours a day? Then calculate the total cost of using it for 30 days at rupees 5 per 1 kilowatt hour. So here given is V is equals to 220 volt, I means current is 10 ampere, power which we need to find. So the formula is P is equals to VI. V is 220, I is 10, and it will multiplying both gives us 2200 watt, which we can write as 2.2 kilowatt. Next we need to find total energy consumed, which is E in 30 days, and that would be 2.2 kilowatt. 2.2 kilowatt into 8 hours a day and total 30 days, which gives us 528 kilowatt hour. And the energy to operate, means the cost of energy to operate the refrigerator for 30 days is 528 kilowatt hour and multiply by 5 rupees per kilowatt hour, which is 2640 rupees. Now let's go to parts B, chemistry. Sixth main, choose the correct alternative and write the complete answer. Question number 13. The electrolysis of water to form hydrogen and oxygen gas is option A, an endothermic reaction, option B, a displacement reaction, option C, an exothermic reaction, and option D, a redox reaction. And answer for this question is option A, an endothermic reaction. Next, question number 14. The number of carbon and hydrogen atoms that are present in the molecule of fifth member of alkene. So they are asking about fifth member of alkene. And the options are option A 5 and 10, option B 5 and 12, option C 6 and 12, and option D 6 and 6. So the correct answer is option C 6 and 12. Sorry. They are asking about alkene and fifth member, means alkene is CnH2n and fifth member means C5H10, so the answer will be option A 5 and 10. 15th question. The property of carbon atom to form bonds with the other carbon atoms to give rise large molecules is option A allotropism, option B catenation, option C isomorphism, option D substitution. And the correct answer is option B catenation. Let's go to 7th main. Answer the following questions. Question number 16. How can rancidity be controlled? By keeping food in airtight containers, adding antioxidants, and by flushing bags of chips with nitrogen. Question number 17. The pH value of an antacid is more than 7. Give reason. It's basic in nature and neutralizes excess acid produced in stomach. Question number 18. The conversion of ethanol into ethanoic acid is called oxidation reaction. Why? Conversion of ethanol into ethanoic acid involves addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. 8th main. Answer the following questions. Question number 19. What are structural isomers? Write the structural isomers of butane. Carbon compounds with identical molecular formula but different structures are called as structural isomers. Here N-butane and isobutane is given. Or optional question. What are functional groups? Name the functional group present in propanol and propanol. The atoms which decide the properties of carbon atoms are known as functional groups. Propanol means Al, aldehyde, and the functional group is CHO. Propanol, alcohol, OH, here OL. Next, question number 20. How do blue and red litmus papers help to determine the nature of acids and bases? Blue litmus paper changes to red in acid, whereas red litmus paper changes to blue in base. Question number 21. Write any two differences between saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Here they have given 4 differences. First let's talk about saturated hydrocarbons. They have single bond between carbon atoms. They are less reactive. They undergo substitution reaction. And examples are alkanes and cycloalkanes. If we talk about unsaturated hydrocarbons, they have double bond and triple bond, and they are more reactive, undergoes addition reaction, and alkenes and alkynes are examples. 9th main. Answer the following questions. Question number 22. Draw the diagram of the arrangement of apparatus to show the action of steam on a metal. Label the following parts. 1. Metal sample, and 2 is hydrogen gas. Here this is metal sample and hydrogen gas is given here. 23rd question. Write the balanced chemical equations for the following chemical reactions. 1. Burning of natural gas. Here is the chemical reaction for burning of natural gas. CH4, which is methane, plus O2 gives us to CO2, carbon dioxide, and water. Next, second, reaction of potassium metal with water. This is the second reaction. Potassium plus water gives us to KOH plus H2 liberated, means hydrogen gas liberated. Next, third question, reaction of iron with copper sulfate solution. Iron plus copper sulfate gives us to iron sulfate plus copper. Or What is the type of chemical reaction in which barium chloride solution reacts with aluminum sulfate solution? Write the balanced chemical equation for this reaction. This is double displacement reaction, or we can also call it as precipitation reaction, and this is the balanced chemical equation. Let's go to next question. Question number 24. You are provided with substances NaOH, CaOH twice, H2, Cl2. Which of these materials will be chosen to prepare bleaching powder? Write the chemical name and the molecular formula of bleaching powder and mention 2 uses of it. The materials which we choose are CaOH twice and Cl2, and chemical name is calcium oxychloride and molecular formula is CaOCl2. Okay, let's write chemical equation. CaOH twice plus means calcium hydroxide plus Cl2 chlorine gives rise to CaOCl2, which is calcium oxychloride plus H2O or water. Uses are for bleaching cotton and lining in textile industries, for bleaching wood pulp in paper factories, and for bleaching washed cloths in laundry. Second use is as an oxidizing agent in many chemical industries to make drinking water free from germs. Answer the following questions. Question number 25. A. Explain the extraction of zinc ore from its sulfide ore. The sulfide ore is converted into oxides by roasting. ZnS plus 3O2 gives us to 2ZnO plus 2SO2, and further the zinc oxide is heated with carbon and it is reduced to metallic zinc. See here, ZnO means zinc oxide which is heated with carbon. It will then give us metallic zinc plus carbon monoxide. B. Show the formation of sodium chloride molecule by transfer of electrons. Sodium atom is electropositive element, and by losing an electron from its outermost orbit, it gets converted into cation and attains a noble gas-like stable configuration. Energy required for this process is called as ionization energy. And whereas if we talk about chlorine atom, it is an electronegative atom and it accepts electron donated by the sodium atom in its outermost orbit, and it forms chloride anion, and in this process the energy is released, so we call it as electron affinity. Due to the opposite charges of Na plus and Cl minus ions, they are bonded by electrostatic force of attraction to form NaCl compound. Let's go to last part C, biology. 11th main, choose the correct alternative and write the complete answer. Question number 26. The type of reproduction during the plasmodium is option A, budding, option B, fragmentation, option C, vegetative propagation, and option D, multiple fission. Correct answer is option D, multiple fission. Question number 27. Pyruvate gives X plus energy. Here there is muscle cell and it is in cytoplasm, where X represents option A, oxygen, option B, ethanol, option C, lactic acid, and option D, carbon monoxide. The correct answer for this is option C, lactic acid, because this is muscle cell, means for animals. If it is in yeast, then the answer will be B, ethanol. Next, question number 28. Observe the female reproductive structures given in figure A and figure B. The correct statement related to these figures is option A, fertilization of egg is possible in both of the structures. Option B, fertilization of egg is possible only in the structure B. And option C, fertilization of egg is possible only in the structure of figure A. And option D, fertilization of egg is not possible in both of the structures. As you can see in this figure, here it is blocked by the surgery and only in figure A it happens. So the answer will be option C, fertilization of egg is possible only in the structure of figure A, because in B, fallopian tube is blocked by surgery. Next, 11th main, answer the following questions. Question number 29. Draw the diagram of open stomata. Here is the diagram. Let's go to next question. Question number 30. Sexual reproduction leads to more variations. Why? Because in sexual reproduction, fusing of gametes comes from two different and sexually distinct individuals, and formation of gametes involves meiosis. Question number 31. Use of non-biodegradable substances should be minimized. Why? Because it remains inert in the environment and it causes biological magnification and it causes environmental pollution. Let's go to 12th main. Answer the following questions. Question number 32. How is the ozone layer formed? Protection of ozone layer is necessary. Why? Give reasons. Answer is, the higher energy UV radiation splits apart some molecular oxygen O2 into free oxygen O. See here, oxygen molecule gets splitted by UV into oxygen atoms, and then one of the oxygen atom reacts with oxygen molecule to form O3, which is ozone. Next, production of ozone layer is necessary. Why? So production of ozone layer is necessary because it protects us from ultraviolet radiation of the sun. There is an optional question. Give an example for the food chain of an aquatic ecosystem. If there is an increase in the number of organisms in the third trophic level, how does this affect on that food chain? This is the food chain: algae, small fish, large fish, and bird. The number of organisms in the second trophic level decreases and it leads to the ecological imbalance. Let's go to 33rd question. Round seed producing R pea plant is hybridized with wrinkled seed producing smaller pea plant. Mention the results obtained in F2 generation with the help of a checkerboard. Write the genotypic ratio of the plant types. Round seed means capital and the gametes for this is R. And whereas if we talk about wrinkled seed, smaller, the gametes is smaller because both are same. On cross pollination, F1 it is capital R and smaller, means it is impure round seed. All round seed plants are there, but it is impure round seed, and upon F2 it gives one pure round seed, two impure round seed, and one pure wrinkled seed. So the phenotypic ratio is 3:1 and genotypic is 1:2:1. Let's go to next main. Answer the following questions. 34th question. How is the sex of a child will be determined in the human beings? Answer. Woman has a perfect pair of sex chromosomes, both called X. Man has a normal sized chromosome X and another short sized chromosome Y. All children will inherit an X chromosome from mother. Child who inherit an X chromosome from father will be a girl, and a child who inherit an Y chromosome from father will be a boy. You can refer this for simple explanation. Next question. How do Mendel's experiments show that the parental traits are inherited independently to the offsprings of the next generation? Mendel crossed pea plants having round green seeds, capital R, small y, with pea plants having wrinkled yellow seeds, smaller, capital Y. The F1 plants will have yellow round seeds because yellow seed color and round seeds are dominant. Then F1 progeny was self-pollinated and the F2 progeny was found to have yellow round seeds, green round seeds, yellow wrinkled seeds, and green wrinkled seeds in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. In the above cross, new characters were shown in the plants of F2 generation and these are independently inherited. Next, 35th question. How are phototrophism, thigmotrophism, and chemotrophism coordinated in the apparent movement of creepers climbing up plants towards the particular direction? Answer. When growing, plant detects light. A hormone called auxin synthesized at shoot tip helps plants to grow longer. When light is coming from one side of the plant, auxin diffuses towards the shady side of the shoot. Therefore, phototrophism. When tendril comes in contact with any support, the part of the tendril in contact with the object does not grow as rapidly as the part of the tendril away from the object, known as thigmotrophism. The concentration of chemical substance auxin controls both these trophisms is chemotrophism. Next question. What is the role of insulin, estrogen, and thyroxine hormones in our body? Insulin regulates the blood sugar level. Estrogen changes associated with puberty in females and regulates menstrual cycle, whereas thyroxine regulates carbohydrate, protein, and fat metabolism. 36th question. What is cross-pollination? What are the changes that occur in flower after fertilization? Transfer of pollen grains from stamen of the one flower to the stigma of another flower is known as cross-pollination. And the changes are: pollen tube grows out of the pollen grain and travels through the style to reach the ovary. Fertilization takes place to produce zygote. The zygote divides several times to form an embryo with the ovule. The ovule develops a tough coat, is gradually converted into a seed. The ovary grows rapidly and ripens to form a fruit. The petals, sepals, stamens, style, and stigma may shrivel and fall off. Let's go to 15th main. Answer the following questions. Draw the diagram to show the structure of the human brain. Label the following parts. First part is cerebrum and second part is cerebellum. Here is the diagram. Cerebrum and cerebellum is mentioned. Next, 16th main. Answer the following question. Question number A. Explain the process of digestion in the small intestine of a man. Mention the importance of a double circulation in our body. The process of digestion in the small intestine of a man's bile juice from liver makes the food alkaline and breaks down fat into smaller globules and thereby increase the efficiency of enzyme. Whereas trypsin and lipase are secreted by pancreas, and trypsin digests proteins and lipase breaks down the emulsified fats. Enzymes present in the intestinal juice converts the proteins into amino acids, complex carbohydrates into glucose, and fats into fatty acids and glycerols. Digested food is absorbed by the microvilli present in the walls of intestine. Next, importance of double circulation in our body. It ensures efficient supply of oxygen to the body. It helps in supply of more energy, and it also helps in maintaining the body temperature. Next question in this. What are the difference between xylem and phloem tissues? First, let's talk about xylem and then go to phloem. In xylem, transports of water and minerals take place. Water is transported only in upward direction, and it occurs with the help of simple physical force such as transpiration pull. If we talk about phloem, it transports food. Food is transported in both upward and downward direction, and it requires of energy in the form of ATP. This is the complete explanation of Science Model Question Paper 1. Thank you for watching this video.